Hello again. So I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all the outline of what's gonna be happening throughout these recordings and what have you, because I'm still doing it straight off the rip. So there's no producing. There's just straight from the heart talking. Now, one of my goals is to paint a picture of myself, a relatable picture for you to want to work with me, educate with me, what have you. Another goal is to show you why we should be building this, the need for this, and just to show you the all-around smartness. Is that word, smartness? How smart we should be if we actually pursue this. So the goal of all that I say and all that I do, the work is to build a self-sustaining network where we can educate and work to bring about desired results within community, company, global, what have you. It is time in the human life to bring about a company, a network that shares passion, that shares humanity, goals. It's time we bring together people to better our lives. What can we the people do for each other? That is the main question we will work around. We will build a mentality of work for positive thinking, for growth, for simple fun. Now, when you build a self-sustaining network, it is your work and your education that will provide for others. And then from that outgrowth, we grow intrinsically, we get more social opportunity, we create jobs, we create new markets. From a self-sustaining network, we can do all of this. Now, granted, this is an education. So when I throw out potential, whoever the naysayers are will either not or enhance the potential of us. We are a reaction to the action. So, can anybody get down with this goal of building a self-sustaining network so that we, the people in this company, can create work and an education to better our lives? This is the work, my friends. I'm putting it all out on the table, for I'm not afraid of thievery or manipulation, because it is all intellectual property. And if you think you can, then by God, do. But guaranteed, I will push you to the limits. I will see what you can do, because I know what we can do. And the vision is far greater than the destination. So, let's build something. Let's build. What do you want to build? What do you want to put your work into? A self-sustaining network. And then from there, we educate outwards to connect the dots, create new markets, enhance and enrich our economy, and devote ourselves not to ourselves but each other. We're hitting many levels, all levels. It takes all levels of life to form life. So when I say, let's build something, I mean you gotta come with open arms, open mind. You gotta come with a loving heart. You gotta wanna better yourself. You gotta wanna enrich your life. It's all the above over here. We're working for all of the above. And from there, we will set a status quo that is greater than what exists. Just a man who wants to see things happen. But I gotta put it out there. I gotta want you to relate with me so you can want to work with me. And I hope I do hit certain levels within your thinking that, man, maybe this guy is on to something. Because I know I am. What can we the people do for each other? That one question stimulates the mind in such a positive way that, man, it's positive work, it's productive work. It opens doors that were once closed. What can we the people do for each other? Has anybody ever asked you that in this economy? You see, we're changing the way we think to produce a greater feeling, a deeper effect, to affect the global population. I'm asking my scientists and my educators, my socialites, my lovers of life, to truly think about work itself, the human effects of work. What would be the greatest result ever produced for human life? Would it be a self-sustaining network that creates jobs, that enriches creativity, that produces an efficient system far greater than what is? I want you to start thinking with me, because this is a thinking education, like all education is. It's just a little bit open. You gotta apply it. And the thing about this education is that it involves all of you. Your heart, your mind, your personality, your perseverance, your will, your joy, your optimism. And it will be us who's ever holding hands that walks through and enjoys and shares in what could be. I am an educator because I must be educated and get educated. I must get educated to form my being of life. Does that make sense to anybody? I must get educated to form my being and my human necessity of living within life. We were made for this. We were made to enjoy and love and play within this. So it is therefore I seek a greater education. I seek greater work. I seek inspiring work. I seek passion for life. Because it will be those where I remember my moments. It will be those where my being gets stamped and my existence forever enjoyed. I want to enjoy. And for me to be able to do that, I gotta know certain things are okay within life. And right now I don't have a tool or a product to establish my certainty that everything is okay in life. Isn't that why we do things in life? Why we build things? So that we're okay, so that we can see what we created and enjoy it. I simply want a better tool so that I can smile a little bit lighter. To me, the future of us is building a self-sustaining network, and the enjoyment and the enrichment is the creativity that comes from the self-sustaining network. The comfort of knowing that we can now create jobs, the joy of a tighter niche. You see, another one of my goals is not just to build a self-sustaining network where we can educate to bring about desired results, but is also setting up a mentality of work to heal the thinking mind. How great would everybody be if we eliminated uncertainty within our life? How great of an education could we pursue? How rich could we live? It's these questions that we must bring about to the human race. It's these questions that I must answer for my life. Of course I want to play golf on Sundays, and I want to do boys with the Saturdays. That didn't sound right. Saturdays for the boys. You know what I mean. But how much greater could we enjoy ourselves knowing that it's all gravy. It's all going to be good because we made it. We made it that way. It's time we start talking bigger to get a better result. It's time we start working to get a better result. And it's time we educate towards and for each other to get a better result. It takes this. It simply does. And to think anything will change without putting in the work and effort is malarkey and freaking a bag of baloney. It ain't gonna do nothing. But if you work for it, if you desire it, if you scream passion for it and within it, it will. And that is the will of life. You gotta want it. You gotta work for it. You gotta desire it and pursue it and give it all you got. Because it takes all of you got. It takes it. So forgive me, but hell yeah, I want to build a self-sustaining network so I can see what we can do and eliminate what we can't do. I do want to look and create open arms and open hearts because that's how I want to think. That's how I want to be. Therefore, I work for it. What can we, the people, do? What other question would you want to work for in life? Like I said, I want to create just enough work to enhance our play, exponentiate that. I want to grow as a human being. A human I want to grow as. Therefore, we must look at our environment. We must look towards each other. We must look towards an education to connect those two. And when we put the humanity and our humaneness first, what would happen to our being? But surely be comforted. Don't you want to be comforted? What are you going to work for in your days to come? What are you going to do? To build a self-sustaining network seems, to me, I've been working on it for years, so it seems pretty easy to me. But you can get lost in all the complexities and abstractness of it all. Don't do it. I can walk you through it. And in the end, I ask for one thing. A job. Allow me to work with you. Because I have friends that I have failed, that I must make better with. I am behind and late within myself. I'm 30 years old. This network should have been built 2 years ago. But I failed myself. Lost myself, broke myself. And it was through my lost identity of it all that I became better. Scary as shit though, I'm not gonna lie. When you lose your purpose, it is a scary, scary thing. Not to mention everything else that came with that, but let me tell you this, self-doubt is the biggest demon you'll ever have in your life. Don't ever do it. Don't ever. You must try and succeed in whatever you do. And when I say succeed, I mean try. Because when you do try, you have succeeded. The simple act of trying is a success within itself. Know that. Be comforted by it. So I'm asking, guys, educators, my smart people out there, who's gonna work for life on Earth? Who's gonna do it? It's time to bring life on Earth together. Population of one, I say. Built, connected. Come on, guys. Let's let our grandparents rest easy. We can do this. It's simple. You just gotta commit and cooperate. Yeah, you gotta try. Gotta try. If you don't try and simply let exist, that's all that will ever be. But if you work, you inspire and conspire, you can elevate. The bar can be raised. Don't you want just a little bit more time for yourself? We're given a finite realm. We're given a finite time, a quantitative number. But time is not quantitative. It is also qualitative. It's not just quantitative, it's also qualitative. Because defining how we work tomorrow will determine whether we sit at a desk or whether we play in the streets. Can you get down with that? What can we build? That's creative. That is so creative in itself. It's beautiful. Self-sustaining network. That is the first step in acquiring a better and a more solidified future for us. Self-sustaining. And when it's self-sustaining, our joys, our goals, our dreams, our creativity, our artistry can be focused on. And from our self-sustaining nature, we can grow what we want. I hope I can relate with you guys so you can begin, or we can begin, to educate and work for common goods and goals. I want to work for common goals. But more importantly, I think it's time we evolve the human race in certain aspects of our lives. I mean, is it possible to evolve? Is it possible to create more social opportunity? Is it possible to travel the world? Is it possible? Is it? It is. But you gotta educate, you gotta work for what you want. And it's gotta fit the realm of life. The greatest thing about this is that nothing changes until we know for certain it will be steady, it will be clear, and it will be forever. And by learning what we can and can't do, we become better. That is the greatest thing for us. By learning what we can and we can't do, we become better. We push away whatever. What can we do? It's the most simplest, basic question that will lead to the greatest effect and outlook on life. Don't you want to affect what we can do? We can become more real when we understand what we can do. What we can do is we can build a self-sustaining network. We can create an education within this network to enhance certain aspects of our lives. Our loving nature, our traveling bug, our entertainment industry. We could put more emphasis on the community of artists that make our community great. Because guys, whether it's community or global, we all make life. We are all a part of life. We are. It takes all of us to help. All of us to do. So I don't know what words I need to tell you, but I'm telling you my words and what I believe and what I know that I need in life. And that's all I can do. And if you can relate to this, then by God, please join this. And let's see what not a movement will do, but by creating a self-sustaining network, it is a revolution because it revolves around self-sustaining network. You dig? Do you understand? a movement, a protest. It's beautiful, but it will never stick until we create a self-sustaining network. A dream made reality. Now, doesn't that sound delicious? I know what I want in my life. That's why I preach this. Because this will get me what I need and what I want in life. It took me 30 years to figure out how to get something, how to get everything I needed in life. This is it. And how smart and how well we work together will depend on what you get in life. But trust me, I will apply this network so deeply, so greatly, before, if you get what you want, I get what I want. And that's what we all want. What is your action of passion going to be? What are you going to choose to instill within not just your life, but our life? If you believe that if we make a life for each other, and if you think it will be better because we made a life for each other, then let's go. We're just a couple simple steps away from building a self-sustaining network. I've been working on this for years. I know how to do it. Trust me, I got the words. I got the passion. I got it. Because I need this and I want it. And if you need this and you want it, let's indulge and let's share this together. Because I'm telling you, many hands make light work. And if we work together, truly, for the greater good of us, many minds will make less work. And from the less, we will have more. In other aspects, loves, enjoyments. Don't you want to enjoy family a little bit more? Don't you? I pray to God that I will get to enjoy my family more. And that's why I need this. So I can pursue all that can be, so I can enjoy my family for as long as I have them. They're getting older. I can no longer wait. I've got to pursue a goal and a dream that will give me ample opportunity to pursue my loves of life. And I pray to God you do this with me. Because we need this. I need this. I need you. I'm not afraid to say it. I need you. I hope you need me. I hope you need words like this to show you that somebody cares in life. That somebody wants to talk to you about life. To see what we can do within life. I have applied myself in so many ways, and this is what has came about. A self-sustaining network for the greater good of life. I need more. And it's going to take this work ethic, this education, this love of life, of family, of each other, this openness to create something that has never been created before. And I'm going to come at you every day preaching this same stuff until I finally have the work to do it. I've got the will. I've got everything else. I just need cooperation. I need people excited. I need people talking about it. No, I'm not that girl, catch me outside. No, I'm not Logan Paul. No, I'm not Kim Kardashian. I'm different. I'm a work. I'm not an entertainment, but I'm a work. And from the work, I guarantee you, entertainment will reign and spread. Joy will spread. I am a work. I am a physical process. And it will not be today but it will be a momentary of days where you get to enjoy and reap benefits from what we've worked on and enjoyed and spread and shared with each other. Do not judge me, for I am nowhere near perfect. But I know from the bottom of my heart what I want out of life. And it's a couple simple things. And trust me, the better you is a better me. And that's just the facts of life. So let's enhance what we got. Let's dive into passions within life. Let's devote our cause to a relatable effort. Let's create a potential within human life and work towards it. Never knowing the destination, but the destination never being the meaning or the result that we want. We can make this, people. I have faith, I believe, and I trust. And that's what it's going to take. It's going to take all of it. It is. It just is. I can't explain it better than that. But it just is. We need this. I need this. That's why I work for this. And if you need something, I hope you work. I hope you come to the table and we work on what we need. And we first must figure out how to get what we need. And that is what revolves around self-sustaining. We figure out how to create a self-sustaining network, and from there, the sky is our limit. Or should I say, the people. The people will be our limit. And that is as good as life will ever be for what we, the people, make in our human life. So teach me, educate me, show me what we can do, and I will show you what I can do. And I will say where we can go. And you will argue, and we'll go back and forth. And that is an education. That is a beauty within life, working in and around and for life. It's very simple, but you gotta want it. You gotta want better. You gotta want more. You gotta be curious. I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one to wonder what we can do. I can't. And that's why I said it's not gonna be the partiers that come. It will be the socialites, and it will be the intellectual pioneers. It won't be the drunks. Although I've been drinking and partying my ass off my whole life. But I'm over it. 30 years old. There's nothing out there for me anymore. My timeline is ran past. The bar scene, although cool, I must have more. I must. So I look towards you. the students in the classrooms, the people willing to make a difference. This is your shot. This is your opportunity, and this is your chance. I hope you pursue it, because it will be you that make this happen, not me. I am just a spark of human will. A spark. And it will be your will that defines the story of us. I don't know who else talks like this, but hot damn, sounds awesome. And if you can get down with this, we can surely forever ride with this, because it will be the making of us. And I don't know, whenever you make something, don't you feel more proud about it yourself? I just want to lay in my grave knowing that I did the best I could for life and my life itself. Even though human in all its effects, it is great. And I want to rest my being knowing that I did everything humanely possible for us. I'm trying to cut these around 35. I'm trying to keep these around 30 minutes. I just want to give y'all a quick little workout, a quick little ride to work, what have you. So that'll be it for today. I hope you'll have a great day. And just remember, life has never been this good, okay? But there's just a mentality or a mental clarity that I'm just not quite picturing within myself that I must work for and work towards. And if you need a little bit more clarity in life, then come talk to me. Let's go work. When I tell you about building a self-sustaining network, it is just a couple steps, and we will get there. Not hard, doesn't create a lot of work, it's just simple steps that have to be taken in order to get to the opportunity. It's like a scientific process. Did I tell you I was pre-med? So I got this scientific mentality. And I grew up spiritual, so I got this big ass heart that my mom gave me. So yeah, I'm trying to apply everything I got here. So y'all enjoy. I hope I excited you in some way. Just know there is somebody out there working and giving himself for life. And I do this only because I need certain things in my life. I want to get to know you, but I also want to create more time for my loved ones. I also want to travel the world. So that I want to build things. And this is how I believe I can build it, and how I know I can apply it. See, building is one thing, but you got to be able to apply it. And I know I'm talking big. I'm talking very vague, very large. but it is what it is. It takes this to begin and to start. And from talking about the biggest picture, we'll have the opportunity to create our potential within life, and our beauty within life, and our love of life. So much love, peace be with you, and yeah, can't wait to speak to you around my third one. Don't have a clue what it's going to be about, but straight off the rip, William Reed, I'm out.